everything? Thing on this moon gotta be so big, angry. Here they come! We have the last of them!
You go on ahead, Captain. I'm not keen on ships, even when they're in the best of shape.
Yep. We'll be keeping watch here.
Hello, my name is Jen. I'm the chief engineer on this gunship, and I'd like to let the record show that our captain is a total fucking hullhead. I told him again and again that without fixing our regulators, spinning up the engines are going to blow through our coils and we'll go flying off in a completely random direction. Well, here we are. Thinking we'll hit soil in about 30 seconds. What is probably the last time. It's a shame you can't see this middle finger I'm holding up, because I'm doing it as hard as I can.
Something you need?
Anders can be a creep. What's up? What's with the pleasantry? You want to know something? I didn't. I was born into security detail. That's all I know. Besides, what's up? Sure. I don't have a single spot I call home. Wherever I can sit in peace with a bottle is good enough. But, in a sense, my parents took off when the corporations did. I took to companionship with a few friends here for a time, but those days are long past. No, we weren't close. And before you ask, there ain't a story there. We just never saw eye to eye on the corporations. Drifted apart over time. It's fine. It ain't exactly easy to hitch a ride off planet, Captain. And besides, I hear Terra 2 is all corporate. The way folks talk about the board and their ilk, I think I prefer the beast. Good. I took a job once to clear out a rat nest. Partnered up with a fellow out of Fallbrook who called himself Dirty Don. Bit on the shorter side. Had a penchant for cards. Thing is, he introduces himself and the man is immaculate. Clean. He had a flowery presence to him. A pleasantness that didn't invade your space. He was just there and you were glad for it. When we set out to hunt down the Raptidons, I found out firsthand where his nickname came from. Dirty Don killed those Raptidons with his bare hands. His bare fucking hands, Captain. He was a whirlwind of grotesque primal fury. In the end, he stood drenched in blood over the entrails of a dozen raps. If he had a scratch on him, I wouldn't have been able to tell. It was glorious. Day came when he tried to take on the Mana Queen. Got himself eaten one limb at a time. Wonder if he tasted like soap. Oh well, live and learn. No matter how tough you are, if you're gonna fight something bigger than you, bring a firearm.
Yep. Ever been off Monarch, Yoka? Before you met the captain, I mean.
Nah, I mostly just drank and hunted. As soon as you stop to dream of other things, that'll be the day something sneaks up and eats you.
Don't fret. I'm watching you back now. Anything tries to eat us, I'll give it a mighty whack on the nose.
Well, I'll be damned. You watch my back, I'll watch yours. I ought to mention, the iconoclasts are loyal folk. Treat them right, they'll do the same. Turn on them, they'll open fire without a second thought.
Captain, we should chat. Graham's got the right idea, but he isn't the right guy to execute it. I don't even think he's motivated by philosophism anymore. I think he's just guilt-ridden. I can't believe I'm even saying this, but I keep going over and over it in my head, and the only way I see the iconoclast surviving is we depose him.
Sorry, I was watching last week tonight with John Oliver.
Yeah. Hell, most of our people listen to me already. Sometimes you gotta do what's best for someone, even if they think you're wrong, even if it's painful. When we're in Stellar Bay, they'll come around. Take Stellar Bay, lick our wounds, eventually figure out how the hell we're... I'm going to confront him.
And then I just bail.
Okay.
Totally just... Doop-a-doop-a-doop.
Captain, you must be back with the accent.
Graham,
We have work to do. This. What? Zora?
you're running the Iconoclast into the ground, and I don't believe it'll get better after we take Stellar Bay. The troops take orders from me already, and you've brought me as far as you can down the eternal path. It's time to step down.
The troops. Listen to you. This isn't an army. They aren't soldiers. They're believers. Followers. They pick up a gun because you tell them to, not because they want to. And you, Captain, after all you've done for me, for us, you throw behind this mutinous blasphemer? I can and shall. I built this movement from the ground up. I've brought free...
I joined because I believed that you were in it for the Iconoclasts. That you wanted nothing more than to bring freedom to... But... I know the truth now, Graham. I know what happened in
No. I've spent years atoning for my sins. I've studied, meditated, taught. I built the...
Have you been open about your sins?
To cast
Because you
away his
can't
past for a fresh
atone for
start.
something you're not willing to
That's
tell.
your answer, Graham? You needed a fresh start? After all those innocent lives? I'm sorry. I believed in you once. I did. But it's over. Stand down.
I won't. What happened back then was a mistake, and the colony has moved on. This is my movement. These are my people. If you want to lead them, you'll have to kill me.
Please.
If this is where my path ends,
So,
God damn. Now I just leave. Why do I find that so funny?
well, Captain, here we are. Killed a lot. You got the... Boy, help me. I'll never remember what that thing is. I thought about it, but I think we're too far gone. You know, Captain, I never thought about that. All right.
Alright.
What do you think of the unreliable Parvati?
There's always something to fix, and it's neat working in the ether. I always took Catmo for granted. Now, if I drill through the hull, we all suffocate. Exciting, you know?
I'm not sure I wanted to know that. Being in space sets me on edge enough.
You know about stellar...
Understandable.
Actually, I probably shouldn't tell you about those. I mean, not unless you want to know how we're all likely to get spacers flung.
Right, okay. When we get back to the ship, I'm drinking this conversation right out of my recollection.
If the Iconoclasts reached that ship first, I don't suppose you found the targeting module yet. I've sent... That's surprising. The board's equipment is usually in top shape. A conspiracy? Well, because once we mount them on Stellar Bay's walls, no Marauder or Raptidon will ever be a threat to us again. Stellar Bay will be as secure as any other settlement in Halcyon. The board's on salvage and recovery clause.
And they won't dare challenge us over this. Not after the... Don't worry. We'll send an engineering team for those...
Of course, they'll be useless without that targeting mod.
Which is also why we can't...
Can you imagine what those maniacs would do?
And roll back all the progress we...
Oh, I've known that. Even if they merely sat on the scraps, the threat of a bunch of anarchists holding a gunship would bring the full rush.
I'm skeptical they'd care enough to wipe us out, but if they did...
Oh, you see a quandary there. Good. They're all mad. And what's more...
Remember what we...
Yes. The words in those reviews were very hurtful, but they do not define me. You two.
She has a point, sir.
Supposing you're right, who exactly would you have... That's an interesting suggestion. I confess,
There ain't a body on this planet that can keep a group patched up like she has.
I'd be willing to consider it. Very well. I can't... Well, it seems like...
If it weren't for her, I'd wager the icon...
All right. I'll have Celia organize a meeting in neutral territory.
I don't know what it is, but my gun's been acting funny. Used to be, I had to correct for a bit of leftward drag. Got used to standing just so, and after a while, it put a thorn in my side, something awful. Lately, though, it ain't pulling. I find my stance much improved.
Oh, that's real good to hear. It took me a while to... never mind.
What? Girl, have you been touching my stuff?
I'm sorry, I should have asked. I just got real bored, and I seen you leaning, and the gun was sitting right there.
You know, the last time I caught someone messing with my equipment, I threw him in a sulfur pool. But I appreciate the help. You want to make modifications, just come ask me, right? I can bite.
Don't I have to go tell her? Whatever.
Stellar Bay. Only place on the planet that don't stink of sulfur. On account of it stinking like fish instead.
Hey, thanks for coming.
I wish
Oh,
I had
yeah.
more time to prepare a proper analysis on the costs and benefits of your proposed union, but I suppose we'll have to improvise.
Gotta admit, I really thought I was walking into a trap here. I'm ready.
Don't fret. The captain here is right honorable. Usually.
Sandra, Stellar Bay's got food and walls. And my people need both. If you...
Do you have any idea what that would cost? Why,
Not good enough. I need to move a fair amount of my people. Suppose some of our healthier folk could offer aid. Some of us need to...
Captain, this might really work.
truly a compromise? I'm not sure I'd ever have heard as much from Graham.
Graham was a murderous fiend.
This feels like one of those times when everyone at headquarters...
Amber Heights, you hallhead. 10 years ago...
What? That's not... But I had no idea, I swear.
I buy it. Sandra ain't capable of...
You can't take bureaucrats at their word. You back someone into a... Okay.
You know, I felt the same way years ago when he first left. You know, there was something magnetic about him. But surely you know it.
Yeah, I do.
As am I.
Thanks for coming out, Sanjar.
Gotta be honest, Captain. Never thought I'd see the day.
Yeah, I don't even agree with just her healthy help or whatever dumb stuff. They all should get to live inside the city, and they literally would help with the moving supply line. They're guards. They become caravan guards. Like, it doesn't seem that hard. And there are a whole bunch of different people. I would assume that means they have more than just guards.
I believe I hear Felix and Parvati discussing the latest Aetherwave serial.
Bunch of stuff in here now.
I've been mulling over everything. I don't normally advocate murder, but... Exactly. Graham was an unhinged zealot sitting on a powder keg. He may not have struck at you yet, but he would have.
Can we talk?
You watching the Aether Waves last night? You know that slick-looking spacer from All My Colonists? They got her playing the Queen of the Marauders.
Oh gosh, I wish you'd waited for me. I wanted to see that too.
Things on Monarch have really cooled off. Outside of shouting Sure. Look, I won't knock the work you did. I'm sure they'll have a good crop, but sooner or later things will go back to the... Well, anyway, I'd hate to see you get... Hey, let's not make anything...
I can't believe I wanted to shake his hand. Makes you wonder if being a treacherous, two-timing coward is some sort of contagious... At first, I liked what Graham was doing. But then, we found out Graham was behind the slaughter of Amber Heights.
I mean, people can be more than one
Sorry for
thing.
getting found out. You'd never do something like that, would you?
That is true.
I'm sure Graham told himself the same thing. He wasn't the thing is, that's all it takes. Sometimes the difference between... Let's get back to it.
Hey, Captain. I was thinking about what you said before, after we went to the Lost Hope on the Groundbreaker. I think I'm ready to stop fretting and I'm thinking of doing... Oh gosh, do you think so? I just figured, there's no... I was kind of hoping... The thing is, I can't ask her over like this. I smell like sweat most days, and, well, don't look too close to my fingernails. Oh, that nice older lady in the rest and go, Miss Gladys? I mean, only if you're not busy. Or when you're heading through Renbrook. Anyhow, next time we dock...
Hey, Cap. Parvati showed me how to properly grease the magazine release on one of my firearms. Opal was quite in the same way. She'd hang back, out of sight, and all... Shit. I will. Hey, Cap.
You think I could hire myself out to ships in need someday? Be my own mechanic, like how Ellie's her own doctor?
Yeah, that's funny. You're gonna wear that. I should stop. Going on 1 o'clock. Talking to him shouldn't take that long. We're quick enough.
I'd clap you on the shoulder if I went behind a wall of bulletproof glass. I don't know how you did it. According to Hiram's message, Minister Clark has ordered a suspicious amount of typical elitist, hoarding supplies during a time of scarcity. Once I have those chemicals. So, good news, you're going to Byzantium and stealing those chemicals. Exciting. Aloysius Clark, Minister of Earth. Virtually every Clark is complicit in every one of the board's crimes. Whenever the board issues some new... If I had time and several blackboards, I could explain the details to you. The chemical is absolutely essential to reviving the hope. If you don't bring me enough chemicals, I might not be able to save the hope. Oh, I understand it must seem impossible to you. Infiltrate Byzantium. In order to do the impossible, you must first divide it into a series of smaller, less impossible tasks. Ah, yes, the details. I'm not about to ask you to rampage through Byzantium, trading bullets with the board's agents. We'll have to resort to subterfuge. Carmen Imagawa. She's my contact in Byzantium. Meet her at the docks. She'll have all. I'm giving you my old nav. Remember, you're looking for dimethyl sulfoxide. You can trust her if that's what you're asking. Imagawa is the finest.
Oh, goodness, no. Well, no, I imagine I'd last at least. Life outside work? No. For that matter, everyone else's lives are also my work. An entire colony's worth of lives are at stake. It's up to me. To answer your question, I'd rather stay right here in my lab. There's too much work. Because we've lost our way, the board has a stranglehold over this colony, and we've all been conditioned into total obedience. The Hope is full of specialists, scientists, engineers, talented individuals like you, and people who haven't been corrupted by the board. Unfortunately, the Hope's colonists have been frozen for decades, well past your shelf life, so to speak. No offense. You begin to perceive the truth. Yes, according to 10 years. That's how long the average human can remain in hibernation. But the conventional theories are wrong. You're living proof that it can be done. We'll do our very best. I'd best get back to work.
We're gonna have to end it there, sadly. Thank everyone for tuning in. I appreciate it. Hope you enjoyed the broadcast. If you did, throw me a like and follow. Best way to know when I am broadcasting is to follow and have notifications turned on, because I don't really have a set schedule of broadcasting, just broadcast when I can. You can find all broadcasts on YouTube along with all the other content I create, such as going live on YouTube, game clips, toy builds, unboxing videos, Reddit reads, comic book reviews, just things I enjoy creating and putting out there. Appreciate it for going and check out my other pages and content. And if you enjoy those, throw me likes and follows over there as well. Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch are all the same. Powerful Swagger, spelled the same way.
If you're looking for crew members, Ellie or Felix, they're sharing a drink upstairs.
And then TikTok is PWFLSWGR. Again, I want to thank everyone for tuning in. I truly appreciate it. Hope everybody has a wonderful night. And remember, try to be kind out there.